Hey there, YouTube. Seth38101. That's a relatively odd name. And while it's on my mind, 38101 is actually a zip code of Memphis, Tennessee, USA. Now, there's no particular reason why I chose that. It was actually very random, and I knew it was the zip code of Memphis, Tennessee when I chose it, but see, back when I first got on the internet, me and a friend of mine, we have some family members who actually live in Memphis, Tennessee, and me and April, when we got on the internet back in mid '90s or so, instead of getting on the internet and saying that we live here, where we actually do, well, she lived here too, we actually lived in Memphis, Tennessee, according to internet life. We were like neighbors with where our cousins live. You know, she has a cousin in Memphis, Tennessee, and I have a cousin in Memphis, Tennessee, which is odd, if you ask me, for April's not even related to me, and here we become friends when we were younger, and here I have a cousin, and she has a cousin, and they all live in Memphis, Tennessee. Turns out, though, that the one I thought was my cousin was not my cousin. This is not the person who lives in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm not related to. But I digress. So we all pretty much said we lived in Memphis, and that's pretty much where the zip code came from, that 38101 came from, for here on YouTube. Very random. I wasn't going to use this channel for making videos at all, but it turns out that I did, so, which is pretty good, actually. The unique name, I guess. I just don't like the numbers, the whole number thing going on. The whole number thing. It's like Seth and a bunch of numbers, you know. That's how a lot of people refer to it, unless you just pretty much get stuck in your head. But I know that probably a lot of you out there probably know my name pretty good. I'm sure. So I was originally going to make this video about something else, but it sort of got hijacked by my screen name, so even the title of the video has to change. It's like something's stuck there. It's unbelievable how sensitive I am to the cold weather, and the internet keeps dropping in and out. It doesn't surprise me. And the reason why I say that, because it's only about 70 degrees out there right now, and that's not cold, but it really makes me uncomfortable, eerie, gloomy, even 70 degrees, because we've been having 90 to 95 degree, 85 to 95 degree days. Today is a lot cooler. I think it only got 73 today. Actually, it's about 68 out there right now. Yeah, it says right here on my computer, right there on the side, 68 degrees outside there, and that's just too cold for me. It's like, you know, of course I would take 68 over the 30 degree, 12 degree, 11, the 2 degree days that we've had here in the wintertime, but I'm just so sensitive to cold weather, which brings me to my other thing that I've been thinking about. My dad just stopped by here, you know, he every now and then comes down here to say hey and stuff. Plus my Jeep needs a little bit of work done to it, so I took it out to a shop where a guy works on all of our vehicles. He's really, really good. I got ripped off with somebody new here in town that I knew for a long time, and I won't ever go back there again. I should have just stuck to the guy I've been taking my vehicles to since I've been driving. But he stopped by here, and he asked me, you know, so you got any DJ gigs coming up? You know, doing any of that lately? And I told him, I said, no. I said, actually, I don't. The last one I had was in April. You know, and I don't have one again until the 26th of September. Which, what the point I'm getting at here is, you know, I gotta stop and analyze, you know, all of these situations. Okay, you know, I like to DJ. I love that stuff. You know, I love to be on the radio. I just like being a radio DJ. I love to produce music, which is something I've been heavily working on lately, and you'll get to hear of it soon, I promise. And just my whole lifestyle, my interests and goals and things I want to do and the type of place I want to live. This is truly not a place for me to be. Now, I might have been raised here and everything, but this is truly not where I want to stay. I want to leave, you know. The problem is I don't know how to find the opportunity to leave. Because a lot of people older than me, of course. I mean, people say, when I was your age, I just packed all my things, loaded my vehicle, and left town. Well, you can't do that. Let's analyze this for a little bit. The year is 2009. The world is in a recession. Even before the world was in recession, people my age are going to college, getting thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in debt, coming out of college, trying to use their degrees and exercise their learnings, and no one wants to hire them anywhere. So people are thousands of dollars in debt because of college, but yet no job wants to hire them. If you don't go to college, no job wants to hire you. And either way you go, college, no job will hire you, period, unless you have experience within the field. So it's like, what do? You know? So anyways, you can't just pack up and leave and expect to, bam, get a job. It doesn't work that way. I want to move farther south. Hell, I like to live in Florida somewhere. Do I have to go that far? No. Atlanta's pretty good. I like Atlanta. When I visit Atlanta, it's like one of my most favorite places I visit, around Marietta and stuff. Just love it. But where south? I don't know. Some place where there's good opportunity for DJs and music and even radio. Is there any place where radio is actually still alive anymore besides FM or XM and Sirius? I don't know. Surprisingly, I don't have XM radio or Sirius satellite radio yet. Although I've been thinking about getting it, but paying for radio a month just seems wrong. Yeah, so of course a lot of new cars, GM products, all come equipped with OnStar and satellite radio and everything, which is really neat because there was a car unlocked it, and you know how April gets in all these cars. Now dealers would go to. It was a car unlocked, and I get inside and turn on and it's got XM radio, so I turn it on, and here I am listening to BBC Radio live, right there, sitting in the car. I mean, the thing fired up, the radio fired. I was like, wow. And the XM was activating everything. I'm going through it, and I found BBC Radio, and it was like, that is pretty cool. It's straight from it's a British radio. You know what BBC Radio is, and they actually have that on XM. It was really nice to listen to it. But I got so far off the subject. Let me just gather my thoughts here and wrap this thing up. I severely want to further my career as a DJ and get somewhere producing music and have a better life for myself. I severely want to do this, but I have to get out of here. I have to move away from this area. Now, you've seen in videos, this area is absolutely beautiful, but there's no opportunity here at all unless you want to come back and retire. No opportunity, and that's really sad. But I just don't know what to do. You know, in order to move to a new area, you usually got to have somebody living there who you can stay with, so you can get up on your feet. What I like to do is submit radio demos to radio stations and try to get on, but that doesn't work because I'm from a small area. That's pretty much the only reason. Now you tell me, what does living in this small area have to do with my abilities and my talents to put on a radio show? Now I know 99% of you haven't heard of what I can do, so I will probably later on put a demo up here, real quick air check of what I could do. And I don't care about copyright in this. I just don't care, because you got to use some material for your demo, but it'll just be a demo, and I will put it over there, but not in this video. But so anyways, what I'm getting at, to further along, definitely for me, it's like well, you got to work in some major market like New York City or something. Life is tough when you're our age. It really is. But it's like, what can I do? You know, how can I? Oh, it's crazy. That's some of the thoughts I got, and I'll be babbling on to you a little bit later. Okay? So you have yourself a good one. Oh, that was just gross.